Meeting to order. Mel. Good morning, everybody. We're starting late. That's our speaker backed out on us at the last minute for a client. So we're going to have a hodgepodge of interesting things today. We had fun last time. Last time we sort of had a last minute thing. I think it turned out to be really, really good. But because we're doing this this time, first what I want to do is by a show of hands, who is here for the first time? Raise your hand, raise it high. 1, 2, anybody else? 2, 3, 4. All right. I'm going to have people introduce themselves first to get it started. So we want to just not the commercial, just like 30 seconds, who you are, what you do, and keep your hands raised. So it's the three of you, right? Yes. 1, 2, 3.
My name is Jason Lavigny, and I run an RIA called Blue Water Financial. If you asked us exactly what we do, we train and develop investors around a methodology of investing that, frankly, most people don't even know exists. And there's a craving in this country. Education, learning about investing, how investing works. There's a lot of work that we need to do, especially see a lot of ladies in the room. A lot of the education that we teach, you don't have access to. And for Alexandra, my assistant here, we're committed that everyone gets this education around their investments. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Alexandra. I work with Jason. I'm his assistant. Nice to meet you, everybody.
Good morning. My name is Sarah. I have a deep passion for helping people heal through food and the environment and community we surround ourselves with. My background was owning a couple all-organic cafes in Easton and Allentown. I closed them about 2 years ago and have hibernated, but I keep coming back to my passion for helping climate and people, which is all connected in the interconnectedness of us all, and the power of food and what we're doing for the environment. So Brooke and I are working on creating My Food Rescue, which will be an app that's already a successful, proven program with a model that has all the blueprint and infrastructure in place. And we will be connecting all the dots in the Lehigh Valley to make food rescue more effective and efficient, and creating more value-added products to give to those in need by producing food. Instead of just donating the pounds of potatoes and onions, we will be making soups and sheet trays and all sorts of things to feed those in need, and partnering with anyone and everyone who's already doing this to make it even greater and bigger.
Thank you. I think just 2 in the back. Anybody else? Those of you that are new, make sure you give Tony, myself, or Roger your card so we can add you to the list. Hello, ladies.
Oh boy. Okay. Did not expect this, but my name is Mitzi Campbell. For the past 25 years, I've been a college professor, and long story short, after the universe hit me over the head with a health issue, I decided to start a podcast. So I am now the host of the Blessings podcast, which is a podcast that connects people by sharing life stories. And then from there, I'm developing some curriculum that will allow you to sort of dig deep into your own story and take that big journey of self-discovery that we all are terrified to take. And so I've started something I call Life Story School. And I'm interested in just connecting with people in the area, seeing what you guys are up to, and maybe how I can help you, or provide a workshop for a business, something along those lines. So that's me in a nutshell.
Hi, I'm Yulia. This wall here, I don't know if there's anyone here. Hello. I own a business in Bethlehem. It's a biohacking business. Biohacking is kind of a cool new term. Males mostly are familiar with it, females are not. It's a place for longevity, anti-aging. I have hyperbaric therapy, red lights, compression, and I do metabolomic testing with people. So if there are people with high stress jobs, your oxidative stress is extremely high, which prevents you from sleeping, which obviously affects everything else in your life. If you play a sport, golf or basketball, hyperbaric oxygen therapy gives you more oxygen circulation. So it's like a legal doping thing people do. There's people who may have had concussions or post-traumatic stress injuries. And it's just all cellular and longevity and productivity, and side effects are beauty related. So gets rid of wrinkles and makes your hair super shiny and improves sex drive. But that's just like the side effects I don't focus on. Yeah.
Speaking of sex drive. Oh wait. Oops. Wrong meeting. Oops. Okay. Oops. Do we have Garish, do we have any first timers online that would like to introduce themselves?
Yeah, if there's anybody online hasn't shared with us their name and what they do, please unmute and come on. Morning, Scott. I haven't seen you here before, but and Deep Parmar.
Deeper Scott, do you want to unmute and just do the 30-second intro for us?
Sure. I'm Scott Ettinger. I run a small medical products distributorship part-time, and I work with Garish now with the SCORE program, and just looking to try and help people as much as I possibly can. And also trying, in trying to build businesses and such. And I am concentrating. I like a couple of people that had spoken before. I am looking to concentrate on the not in terms of SCORE, but in terms of my personal business. I'm looking to work with people that want to do something about the environment. And coming out of the healthcare field that I've been involved with for 30 years plus, I'm looking to use that background to be able to use food as medicine. I've been working with Rodale Institute a little bit, and some of the other people to try and bring that about. So I'm going to put my information in the chat, and if anybody wants to contact me, I'd be happy to to be honored to talk to you. Thank you.
Thanks. Deep.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Deep Parmar. I have attended a couple of these meetings, but it's been a few months, so sort of a fresh start. So nice to meet everyone. I have a company called Caramel Advisors, and we provide outsourced accounting services from our offices in India. We have about 65 plus accountants there, and we support small businesses, CPA firms, tax preparers, fractional CFOs, and such. So I look forward to connecting with folks and see if there are opportunities to collaborate. Thank you.
Thank you for that. You have all heard us say that we love first timers. We love first timers, but we don't like one timers. So come back again and again and again. Ask for help, but also provide help. So because you're here, you hear something that you can help on, talk about it. So anyway, as we said, we don't have our speaker today, and or does that, you think, oh man, people are headed for the exit. But the last time we did this, we had a really enjoyable discussion, really helpful, I think, to everybody. So there's a couple things that we're going to do. One is, how much all of us care about working here with a community college. And for the last year or two, we had Kevin helping us as a student. That was great. We now have young Sam here, who is going to give us a little bit of update on Sam is going to come up and give us a little bit about some social media things going on with 1 Million Cups. And I think this will be informative, and we'll take it from there. So Sam.
Okay. Morning. So as people and as businesses, we need connection. It's as natural as air itself. And growing a business with other people helps build connections in various ways. One of those ways is through social media, which is what I am here for. I'm happy to announce too, with the help of Raja, that we are updating the 1 Million Cups Facebook pages. Primarily, we have a new group. It's called 1 Million Cups Lehigh Valley Connections. Now, this is a group that is open to everybody, business owners, entrepreneurs, random people. We want people there. And it's similar to the regular 1 Million Cups Lehigh Valley page where you can get updates on 1 Million Cups. We'll post meetings, we'll post general things that happen with 1 Million Cups. So what makes this different from the regular 1 Million Cups Lehigh Valley page is that you yourself can post things, create events, and find people in that Facebook group. And it's affiliated with the main page. So following both is a very good idea because both will kind of coexist. So I'm going to run through very quickly how to kind of navigate the page, how to post, what to post, and such. So this is the homepage for 1 Million Cups Lehigh Valley Connections. If you know Facebook, you'll probably know how to post certain things. But like I said, I'm just going to run through it real quick. So if you want to post just a general update question, you'll click on write something where that red circle is. Then you will have this small box that will allow you to type whatever you want to say. If you have a question, you go for it. There's also a little a little group of 3 dots where you can add more to your post. This is what pops up and it allows you to enhance your experience or your post with other people. So you can add a photo, how you're feeling at an event. You can create a poll because people often use those, I've seen. You can also advertise your events. And the cool thing about that is you can get other people to say that they're interested in going. You can add your location of where the event is, either business cards, all the good stuff. So next, if you want to post, but you don't want people to know who you are, you can click anonymous post. This box will pop up and it's essentially just saying that although regular users won't be able to see you, moderators of the page will. This is just a security thing, but there probably won't be a need for it, hopefully. But that's always there if you would like to. So if you click create anonymous post, this box will pop up. It keeps your profile picture and your name private to regular users. But like I said, moderators and administrators of the page can see it in case need be. And last but not least, if you want to share photos, you can click photo or video. In the previous slide where I showed the 3 dots column, you can also use that as well. It's the same button, the same thing's going to pop up. So the common ways to add a photo or a video is you can click the add photos/videos box. That'll bring up your files, or if you have the files open already and you know what you want to post, you can simply click it and drag it onto there and then it'll appear. So that's the basics of the group. And we hope that you'll join it sometime. So follow 1 Million Cups Lehigh Valley. Oh, good. Thank you. Follow 1 Million Cups Lehigh Valley as well as 1 Million Cups Lehigh Valley Connections. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's great, Sam. Thanks so much. I just joined. There was no restrictions on me joining, and our posts moderated.
Posts are moderated. We don't have any specific filtrations in right now. I know you can filter certain words or things like that. Because it's new, we want to give a little more open freedom to users coming into the page. If we see that there is a problem with certain things, we will absolutely monitor that. I'm looking at it constantly. So I know as well, other people will be moderating. So there will be correct moderation if need be.
But the post goes in automatically, or you moderate it before it goes in?
It'll post automatically.
Yeah, you're going to have some issues with that.
Okay.
Just FYI.
No, that's good. Thank you.
I think as a follow-up to what was just asked here, in terms of an ethic, there's other Facebook groups that are food and restaurant connected. One is extremely positive and ethical and quick to boot you out for anything negative. The other one is I guess the question for you is there a don't be a jerk ethic on this page?
Of course, yeah. So generally just the rule of thumb is be respectful of other businesses and other business people. We're all trying to provide for our business and make connections with other people. If there is an issue where we see that we need to remove somebody's post or somebody from the group, we will absolutely take action
Okay, good.
appropriately.
Sam, how about little bit about you? Where'd you go to school? What are you studying here?
So
your-
I went to Nazareth High School and I graduated in 2020. I took a year off because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And then eventually I came to Northampton Community College and I'm studying communication design. I'm in my second year. So when I'm done here, I hopefully would like to go into the social media marketing field.
Like him, I was just able to just join the group. If I can kind of make a suggestion, if you go on there and you put you can add rules, which is like he was saying, like be nice, don't be a jerk. But you can also ask questions and you can ask them where they're from and ask them for their email. And then you can start collecting emails for your email list.
Okay, understood. That will be a very useful tool too with 1 Million Cups and how we can find users and help connect other people. Yes.
Okay, thanks, Sam. Thank you very much. All right, now we will turn it over to Raja for a special announcement.
You're gonna put me on the spot?
I am. That's on purpose.
Well, this was not planned, and the intention of this morning was not to announce this. And we were just thinking about what are some things that we can fill this up with, and I did not come up with. Tony did. So Tony said, "No, we've got to, do this morning." So just wanted to let you know that I'll be leaving NCC, and come on, wait. So change is a good thing. I've always believed in that. So I've been here for 6 years. And I'm not going anywhere. So I'll be in Lehigh Valley, but I just won't be with the college. And I think that there's really good things that have happened here over the years, things that I think, we have built some foundations for different programs. And this is one of it. If you really think about 1 Million Cups, this program started in 2019 with just a group of us getting together and saying that, hey, is this something worth having? And after almost 4 years, you've got a room full of people here. I think we've got one of the best attendance in the Northeast in a region of 1 Million Cups, 200 plus presenters that have participated, in this program over the last 4 years. I think the program has huge potential moving forward. So I just can't wait to see, what are some things that will take place with 1MC as we move forward. Nothing is going to change with 1MC as we are moving here. It's going to still take place here. All the organizers are committed. I still will be involved, with 1MC. But I just wanted to let you know that, I won't be with Northampton, starting next week. I'll be around. And one of the things that I'm thinking about is, I've been in education for 25 years, building programs, entrepreneurship programs. And I think it's time for me to take a look at, like how probably I can also bring some change from the outside, right? Sometimes that also can be a good thing. So I'm exploring my options, moving forward. But anyway, it has been a pleasure knowing you all and working with you all, and keep up doing what you're doing. And I look forward to seeing you here, every, Wednesday morning. And I'm around if you want to meet, chat, discuss something. I'm always available. So I'll also leave my contact information as we, my personal contact information as we move along. But anyway, like I said, this was not planned, but Tony said that, no, we got to do this, this morning. So that's the announcement, right? And it's a positive thing. It's a good thing. So just keep that in mind. Good.
Well, thank you, Raja. A hand for Raja. You want to read this one? And then what we wanted to do was in our never-ending quest to both honor and thank, but also embarrass somebody. We're going to take advantage of that. And so Tony jotted a couple of things down that we want to share with you first, Raja, and then
it is from the internet. But first and foremost, the arc of the universe has a way of doing things, right? And our presenter backed out at the last minute. And I just thought there's a reason for that. So this morning, we'd like it after Pete reads this. If you have any Raja stories, we want you to come up. He's going to sit there in the hot seat. He's going to hear it, how you met him, what he did. And if you don't have any stories, make one up.
So
And these cards are going to go around. So if you're not the type of person to stand up and say anything, you can write your sentiments on these cards. Thank you.
So before you all added your sentiments, as Tony said, people commented here at this college on the internet about things that they thought when they thought of Raja. So it says, you made a difference. You left an impression. You touched lives. You actively listened. You made commitment to excellence. You influenced greatness. You created opportunities. You took responsibility. You inspired us to achieve. You motivated our team. You made things happen. You expanded potential. You increased confidence. Strengthened bonds. You encouraged enthusiasm. You fostered flexibility, and you motivated the team. So that's a really nice tribute.
Thank you.
So now, as Tony said, we can share the mic for those of you that would like to add your personal reflection to what Raja has done to 1 million cups in the community. So raise a hand and we'll go around.
If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those as well. So.
Okay, I'm going to start. So last week, Matt was in here for the coffee and I set up the coffee, but Raja forgot to check if we had half and half, and we didn't. You guys all drank black coffee that morning if you were here, but I got half and half like minutes later. At the end of 1MC, Raja calls me into his office and closes the door. And I went, is this about the half and half? But that's not Raja. Raja, for me, things have happened where you would think the reaction would be, Jesus, Tony, what the heck? But he's always, it's okay. Don't worry. Not a problem. So I hope to stay in touch with Raja.
Absolutely.
Anybody else want to add a reflection? Dawn, thank you.
Uh-oh. Well, I am really sad because I just got to meet you and just got to know you, and it was a blessing to just talk with you, and you took me through this whole building and showed me all the wonderful things that were going on, and I was excited to be able to know and to, to just get to know you. So whatever it is that you're going to, even if you don't know what that is yet, I wish you many blessings and great blessings upon your life. Do wonderful things and continue your journey, and you will be missed.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Donna. I appreciate getting to know you as well over the last couple of months. And as I said, I'm around. So, we have got deep connection. My family and I have deep connection in the Lehigh Valley. And my goal is to see if I can help in any way to further enhance the entrepreneurial ecosystem. And you can do that in many different ways. So, and I think I've still got something to offer. So as we move forward, so I'm around, so we can certainly sit down and chat. And I've got some thoughts as far as, what that might look like. But thank you.
All right. Thanks again, Raj.
Yep.
So when I
Dave has a hand.
Dave.
I think. Yeah, Dave.
Okay. I could take quite a bit of time, so I'll try to make this as brief as possible. It's great to have someone of Raja's caliber still to support the entrepreneurial community. I am fully committed to it. I started to come to 1 Million Cups, and Raj asked if I would be willing to be on the organizing committee. And for Raja, it's probably was very time consuming because he was our leader. For those of us that are on the committee, we have other opportunities to support us locally, but also nationwide. They've had, I don't know what they call them, conventions. I could have gone to one in person and then they became virtual, but I will tell you from participating in some of the 1 Million Cups communities across the United States, which has a diverse number of people on it, we are by far, I think, and this is not, I'm not trying to be self-serving, we do have probably the best community. Raj said the Northeast, but I've talked to people all across the United States in various small group meetings, and they don't do what we do. And Raj, here's just one example, and then I'll let others speak. But Raj took the initiative, and he identified the fact that it's not productive to have 2 speakers every week, which is the 1 Million Cups philosophy. So we go to 1, and they present for the 8 to 10 minutes. And then the question and answer period is significant, not only to help them springboard, but to also, it's good for the audience. So Raj, I thank you. I look forward to continuing to work with you. I don't know if I'll be at the organizing committee next week in person or virtual, but I'll be there. And best of luck to you and what all you do.
You. Anybody else online want to add anything? All right. Well, again, Raja, thanks.
A pleasure.
And we'll move forward. Members of the, again, with a lot of you being relatively new, there's some people on the organizing committee. So there's myself and Tony on the Zoom today, Dee Ranieri, David Carley, Gary Sood, and Dave Myers. Many of you know Matt Henderson, Cindy Evans, Stacy Rowan. I think that's our team. So if people want to join the organizing committee, that would be something that any of us would be interested in hearing about. And then another comment from Heidi here.
And one thing that I wanted to make clear to you is that 1 Million Cup, who owns 1 Million Cup? You guys do. It's for the community. The community owns it. Northampton Community College, we are just a location sponsor, for the event and to help things move through and also provide some administrative support. But the Lehigh Valley 1 Million Cup is owned by the community, even though it's sponsored by the Kauffman Foundation. So just keep that in mind.
So I have 2 questions. One, you said you're going to continue to help entrepreneurs going forward. So like how are you like projecting that you're still going to be able to do that? And where are you going?
The first question is, absolutely. I still would love to, work with entrepreneurs. I'll be doing on an independent capacity, and anyone can reach out to me if I can sit down and if there's anything that I can do, help wise, I'm open. I'm always open. And as far as where I'm going, I don't know that yet. So that's not been decided. I'm still looking at, several options as far as what might be the best fit and where I can, at my stage right now, I really want to go somewhere where I can make a difference or, do something that can, that can make a difference. I'm still evaluating that, and I'll be taking some time in doing that, but I'm here and I'll be here every Wednesday to support 1 Million Cups and any other initiatives here as well. But to answer your first question, for, independent entrepreneur support, I'm always, open to sitting down and talking. I'm making that right now. I have not fully put that together yet, but ask me that question in about 2 weeks' time, and I'll be happy to share that with you.
Raja, we can get you started as a SCORE mentor right away.
I knew that was coming. Yeah.
I can't hear you on.
Or do you plan to do any traveling in the next couple of weeks?
Not really. So I'll be around. So I don't have any travel plans anytime soon. So.
Well, thanks again, Raja.
Yeah, thank you. No, thank you. It's been like I said, it's been a privilege to work with you all and knowing you. And as Dave said, I think we've got a wonderful community here, and keep that going. There's some true value to that. And this is, I think, is a key part of a Lehigh Valley entrepreneurial ecosystem, especially at the grassroots level. And one of the things, we always tell, I think one of the attractions for our 1 Million Cup here is that you don't have to be a seasoned presenter to come here and present. You can be anyone. And the whole idea behind the 1 Million Cup platform is that we want you to be a little scared when you come and present. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to have a jazzed up PowerPoint slides to come and talk to us. You can just stand and talk. And and most people, most entrepreneurs are in that space. They are the ones that can stand up and do a nice 10-minute pitch. Those are very few and far between. And the whole idea behind the 1 Million Cups is take you through that journey. So hopefully you can do that later down the road. It's as simple as that. So
Well, thanks again. So what we're going to do now is in the next, about 15, 20 minutes, the next 20 minutes, if anybody has a challenge that they're facing that this group could help with, please come up here. Keep it short, but it's like hopefully in the next 15, 20 minutes, we can have 3 or 4 people come up and talk about something that they're experiencing that the rest of us can help. That again is the whole point here. So last time we did this, we had a number of people that asked for help. So again, there's a pretty good way to do that. Like a couple minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Yeah, 2 or 3 minutes. Just a quick thing of here's something that I need help with that the rest of people can help with. Because again, some people have presented, some people are nervous to present, but this is a place again where everybody here is here to assist. So if you have a challenge or a need, come up and talk. I know some of you, we all talk to each other about things that we need. So nobody should be embarrassed about anything. So we're bringing up and then we'll go, Jimmy will go next. Do you like the kind of 2 or 3?
Yeah, sure. So, hey, everybody. So we do educational workshops, financial educational workshops in the Lehigh Valley. Now, the biggest always when you do a workshop is getting people to the workshop, especially in our capacity. I know there's probably some other financial advisors in the room, but when you do a workshop and you ask somebody or you enroll somebody to come to your workshop, people automatically get so freaked out. Money and investing is such a constraining thing, but and this is how I live life. You should always, or again, just never stop learning. That's what I say. Never stop learning. So the biggest challenge is just getting somebody there and just saying, look, just come and educate yourself regarding investing, and then ask yourself, even if you have a financial advisor or planner, ask yourself, how much education have I gotten around my investing? How much do I know about my investing, like my rate of return and how much risk I'm taking, and am I diversified? So the challenge really is just getting people there to listen and relax because the subject is so constraining and it freaks everybody out. So, hopefully, we can, you guys can give me some insights on that into what, you think about that right here.
So just because you mentioned females initially, I think the way you think, because you are a male in whatever upper middle age, the words you use is what makes it intimidating. The fact that you say rate of return and investing and et cetera, et cetera. Yes, those are technically the correct words to use when you present the workshop, but figuring out how to make it not so harsh is what make it more people initially in the door. And then you could hit them with the door. Like
That's great.
The people who have been, like Lucy and Mitzi, they've both been at my center in Bethlehem, and I do something that's very deeply medical. It does not look like a medical center. It looks like your best friend's house that you want to go to and relax in and divulge all your deepest, darkest secrets. And that's what gets you to heal. So the same thing with investing. I love money. I think money is such a fun game. But because people have these very intimidating words surrounding it, that's what might make the workshop intimidating.
Got it. Listen, I never, until you said that, I never kind of considered that. I never thought that would be intimidating. So thank you for that insight. I appreciate that. And I will certainly take that feedback.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can you tease us with some range of topics that you cover that, I mean, everybody knows stocks and bonds. That
Yes.
kind of thing. What is the range of things that you cover?
Oh, great question. Great question. So we do a workshop called Dismantling Myths of Investing. So the first half of the workshop is we take apart 4 investing myths, things that people think are true about investing on the whole. Things like somebody out there can actually pick the best stocks, trying to time in and out of the market. Like somebody could get your money out of the market before it goes down and then get your money back in. A lot of us pick our investments based on past performance, and I show you how that doesn't work. Understanding the costs of your investments. And there are some costs that you can't see. They're hidden to you. They're not disclosed to you. And then the second part of the workshop is I show you a methodology. We call it the science of investing, where you can actually be very successful at investing without having to try to pick the best stocks, without having to pick investments based on past performance, without having to time in and out of the market. Sure. Yeah, of course.
Talked about strategies.
Yes.
Yeah. You talked about strategies,
Mm-hmm.
but you didn't talk about the range of investment products out there.
Okay. So that's a great question, because here is what you need to guard against. There are a million financial products out there. Okay. And there's a lot of people out there who want to sell you those financial products. Our workshops are geared toward education. We're not selling you any products, right? There's nothing to buy. We're not selling. There's nothing for you to buy. There's nothing that I'm going to sell you. So it's simply an education around how investing works. So, yeah, so we don't talk about any investments at the workshop. Right. We don't do that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're gonna pull up. Is there someone else? Next person who has Jimmy.
There you go, Jimmy.
Morning, everyone. I am Jimmy Olang. I'm the owner of the Brothers That Just Do Gutters. You may have seen our trucks around, so you could probably guess what we do for a living, right? So I just want to make a quick just announcement of an upcoming event, which is actually going to be on the 22nd of September. Some of you guys have heard my story about me coming from Africa and growing up really poor and without food. You've heard that story a few times. We're actually partnering with a Susan Badu, who's actually a friend of mine from another networking event. And she's actually originally from Ghana, and she's a counselor right here in the Lehigh Valley. But just like me, she's very passionate about making a difference in, the country where she came from, because she grew up the same way that I did. And so, she has this program, which is basically in Africa, we don't have a lot of safety net for those who are poor and, orphans and things like that. And so a lot of folks, when they realize that the kids are going to be born either with some kind of a disability, as soon as they're born, they figure out a way to be able to get rid of them, because to them, it's just a burden, right? They don't want to be responsible for taking care of them, feeding them. I mean, you can imagine, I have a niece who has special needs, and right here in Pennsylvania, and I see what it takes to be able to care for her. She's only 3 years old and she can't speak, trach and all that stuff. And I see all the medical stuff that goes into taking care of her. And I just imagine if in Africa, in Kenya, where I came from, first of all, she would have never survived, right? Being born. And then second of all, she wouldn't have been able to make it to where she's at. So we're very disadvantaged, especially in the villages where we grew up, where I grew up. In the cities, obviously, there's a better safety net. The medical, obviously, medical, what should I call it? Oh my gosh. There is enough medical, obviously, personnel and hospitals and stuff like that to be able to take care of those, especially in the cities. But in the villages, there's a lot of lack for that. And so what we're basically doing, and I'm partnering with her to be able to help to raise money. Basically, we're looking to raise just $2,500. And that makes a huge difference. It goes towards these kids who are not able to, it's not just the orphans, it's not just the kids who are disabled, but also just kids who can't be able to afford to go to school, right? Because they don't have the supplies, they don't have school fees, They don't have all the basic necessities to be able to make it to school, to be able to have food and things like that. And so what we're basically doing is we're partnering together to be able to raise these funds as much as we can, to help, build small schools. And when we're talking about schools in Africa, you're not talking about these huge buildings. Sometimes kids are just being, taught right under a tree. That's how I grew up. So we have such a great opportunity to be able to make a huge impact. And the Brothers That Just Do Gutters, we have a program called Brothers. Oh my gosh, now I'm losing my train of thought here. Brothers Taking Care of Others, right? So anyone who has any kind of need, especially back at home, we're always, very excited about raising funds and helping back there because there's so much need. I go back home every 2 to 3 years in the very village where I grew up, and I still see the poverty, the pain, the lack of food, and people just going to bed hungry. And it's really, really painful. And for me, it really strikes so close to home because I'm from there. So would really appreciate any help that you can give. I would love to be able to post a link for the website that's helping coordinate all this right on the board right now. Okay. Where do I write it? So if anyone has any questions or anyone who wants to be able to help in any kind of way, either by showing up on this event, let me just give you the information real quick. It will be, it's called Party with a Purpose, a fundraiser to benefit innovative new projects in Ghana. The date's going to be on the 23rd. I'm sorry, I said the 22nd earlier. It's actually the 23rd of September from 2 p.m. to 7 a.m. at the American Legion, which is 330 2nd Street, Catasauqua. So all proceeds support educational, rehabilitation, and employment initiatives for underprivileged children in Ghana. You'll get to enjoy Ghanaian food, drinks, African music, dancing, activities for all ages. And it's only $40 per person, and that includes food. Yes, I do have. Okay, all right.
So
Does
Jimmy,
anyone have any questions in the meantime?
Jimmy's going to put the link to that site up on the board here because I'm in 2 places at once, as a true Gemini would be. I'm going to put it in the chat for you guys as well that are not here in person.
Any questions? It's called Party with a Purpose, a fundraiser to benefit innovative new projects in Ghana. The 23rd.
He's going to put up there. It's the 23rd of September. If you guys have any further questions for Jimmy or our first speaker, please see them afterwards. We're going to move into the next section of what we're doing.
So can I put this up at the end of the thing?
Yeah, give me the. Let's write it.
You can ask that later. Okay, we're going to move into the announcement section next. Does anybody on Zoom have any announcements they wish to present? Please unmute yourself and share with us.
So, yes, I'll go with an announcement, and I'll also put it in the chat. On September 12th, SCORE of Lehigh Valley is holding its annual event to ask you to come and meet our team of volunteers, sponsors, clients, and learn how we work within the community of small businesses. The event is on September 12th, 5 to 7 p.m. at the location where you are at, NCC Center for Innovation. It's from 5 to 7. We're serving wine and a host of freshly prepared hors d'oeuvres. So do join us and meet with some of the other folks in your small business world. Thank you.
Thank you, Garish.
Hey everyone, this is Rita Guthrie from Open Door Public Relations. The next coffee talk will be Thursday, September 21st from 10 to 11:30. The topic is how to build social proof for your small business to help you in marketing. I always have my events at First United Land Transfer it's right behind the Target on Cedar Crest Boulevard. If you're not on my mailing list, hand me your business card. I'll be happy to invite you to coffee talks. I also want to say that my friend Jimmy is the first chapter of my first book, and he tells the story of why and how he came from Kenya here and how we started on literally the lowest rung of the ladder with the original Brothers Gutters in the Hudson Valley, New York. And now he owns a multi-million-dollar business. So it's in this book. Thanks, everyone.
Good morning, John Wilcox from Berkshire Halfway. Most of you know me regarding that and also the Top Dog Leadership Group. But today I have an announcement for Speak Up for Ben. I'm a volunteer board member for Speak Up for Ben. It's about Ben stands for Break the Silence, End the Stigma, Never Forget. Ben died of an opioid overdose some years ago. And this evening there is a rally. It's called the Fed Up Rally, and it's actually right next door at Steel Stacks. It's from 6 to 8 o'clock this evening. So there'll be a lot of people there that are organizations that help those that struggle with addictions. And there'll be a number of presentations. I'm going to put something on a chat with a link. So hope everybody can join us.
Everybody, I'm Mel Hodges. My company is In Your Face Entertainment. We have a show coming up on Saturday night. The card is on your desk there. It's a fundraiser, as all our shows are. This is for Feline Urban Rescue. It's a cat rescue organization that I actually volunteer. Pat's Pizzeria on West Broad Street, and it's a dinner show. Tickets are $16 and you make reservations for dinner. So come on out if you want. I'll be there.
There's one, Dave, there's one here. I can pass the mic here.
Thank you, Raja. Patrick Clancy, Focal Point Business Coaching. Speak Up for Ben is hosted at a place called Oasis. It's not far from here. It's a recovery center, helps people with grief and all sorts of things. I volunteer there if anybody wants to get more information on that. That's my plug. My announcement is, first of all, Entrepreneurs Power Hour won't happen on Monday because it's a holiday. Everybody go enjoy their end of summer Labor Day weekend. But something to mark on your calendars. A lot of you know that Focal Point is based on the work done by Brian Tracy. He wrote 80 books. The most famous of them is something called Eat That Frog. Brian is off living his best life in California somewhere, but we're bringing him out to do a live in-person presentation on Eat That Frog on the 4th of October. It's online. It's free. You don't get many chances to hear Brian Tracy live for free. If you want to do that, contact me. Thanks.
Good.
Hi, I'm David Rabinow. Just want to let you know, Valley Networking, I'll pass this around. Our next event is at Ridgeview Farm Vineyards and Brewing Company up in New Tripoli. It'll be Wednesday, September 20th. I'll hand this out. If you want to get on our mailing list, just give me your business card or add you. There's no cost to come. Look forward to seeing you there.
There's one here, Dave.
Hi, everyone. I'm Shelley Maley with Dreamcatcher Career Coaching. Raj, I think I can help you. I have 2 events coming up. I have a workshop for recent college graduates that are having a hard time launching their careers. That's on Saturday, September 9th. And I have a confidence workshop for women on Saturday, October 14th. Both events are happening at Soul Sisters Studio in Emmaus, and you can register on their website there. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Pam Bartlett. If you're interested in learning about franchising, I am doing another franchising presentation for the Small Business Development Center on September 12th at the North Whitehall Township Building. So you can go to that in the morning and then go to the SCORE event in the evening here. Thanks.
I just want to let everybody know that we are going to be at the Blue Grill House in Bethlehem, and that date is Saturday, September 23rd. The start time is 10 a.m., and I'll have you out by about 11:30. We have some information here if you'd like to take something. We'd love to have you all at the workshop. So if you have any questions, I'll be available here, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have.
Hey, everybody, Alex here. I just wanted to announce that the first Colors for Cancer fundraiser is going to be tomorrow at the Capital Blue Cross building. It's going to be right next to the Starbucks there in the Promenade Shops. It starts at 6 p.m. All of the proceeds from registration go directly to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And there's going to be artwork from myself and a few other local artists. Kat Collins, Roey Ebert has donated a painting. And we also have some work from an old Dutch trained painter as well that'll be there. So anything that you want to, any proceeds from any painting sales will also go to the charity as well. So there's going to be food, drinks. It's at the Capitol Blue Cross building down the Promenade Shops. If you need information, let me know. Tomorrow, 6 p.m.
All right. You wanted anybody at 10 times? You want-
Any other announcements? All right, Raja, I just wanted to say thank you for the opportunity that you've given me to work again with
Absolutely.
young people and be around this. I greatly appreciate
Well,
it.
thank you. You're gonna be around, so don't worry. Anyone, one of the things that we always give out is that if you have attended 1 million cups for about 10 times, you get a cup, right? So I'm pretty sure there are a few people here. Anyone has attended 10 times? All right, we got 1, 2, 3. So all right, so we've got how many? Can you raise your hand? So we got 1.
Raja, a couple of those ladies have been here 7 times. All right, so
All right, so make sure that you take your any other announcement in Zoom or anything else? Well,
No,
folks,
we're
have a wonderful day and we will see you next week. Take care.